Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki and yeah, looking a little rough today, but this video won't be too rough I don't think, because we are going to be talking about one of my favorite categories, and that is the bakery scents from Scentsy. I'm super excited to share these with you because who doesn't love bakery scents during the fall and winter? Almost everyone does. There's a ton of bestsellers in here, a couple new scents, and I just can't wait to share them with you. This is part of the brand new fall and winter 2021 catalog. Everything that I am going to be talking about right now is available now. I am a Scentsy consultant, just to be transparent, but I am very honest about my reviews on scents and products like that. And basically, yeah, if you don't already have an amazing consultant, you can use my website down in the description box below, or you can try to leave a comment and I will get in touch with you to help you. If you have an amazing consultant, I hope that this really helps you decide what scents you want to buy in your next order. So why don't we go through them? We have 15 scents, so why don't we just get started? So we're going to start off with the bestseller, and we're going to talk about almond croissant. This took the Scentsy world by storm last year, and it's because it's super authentic. Now, everyone absolutely loves almond croissant. I like almond croissant, but it's more of a, I'll melt it once or twice during the fall and winter. It's not a must-have for me. The notes are: a fresh baked croissant is made even more heavenly with cinnamon sugar and an infusion of almond. This is exactly what, like, it smells exactly like an almond croissant, and not like that cherry almond, like a Jergens type of almond. I'm talking about like a bakery almond. It's so authentic and it is a super good performer. I definitely know why it is a bestseller, because there's nothing like it. So that is almond croissant. One of my all-time favorites, it's a great mixer and it's great on its own, is apple butter frosting. Oh, I love this stuff so much. So the notes on this are: a heartwarming melody of cinnamon spiced apples and decadent vanilla buttercream. And that's, oh, so good. You do get cinnamon and apple with a beautiful buttercream frosting. I feel like this is stronger than vanilla bean buttercream, which we'll talk about in a minute. I am obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with it all fall and winter. If this ever goes away, I will be extremely sad. That's apple butter frosting. Okay, another one. God, there's so many of my favorites in here. Apple cherry strudel, so good and authentic. Let's talk about it. Granny Smith apple, cherry, and vanilla drizzle insist on dessert first. And this is, gosh, they nail it so good with these bakery scents. These are getting super oily because a lot of these testers are older. This is a super sweet, first it's cherry. Cherry is the first note, then the apple, and then a beautiful strudel bakery flaky scent. I feel like this is a pretty good performer too, usually about a medium. I'll be honest, I feel like bakery scents don't last terribly long. Like if you usually get like 4 days out of your Scentsy wax, I personally don't. And I also never let it go that long unless it's like in a bathroom or something like that. I usually switch it out sometimes every day, sometimes every 2 days. But if you're, a lot of people on average can get 3 to 4 days out of their Scentsy wax. I feel like with bakery, you might get 2. Oh, so good. So good. Apple cherry strudel. It's a must again for me. Okay, baked apple pie. This is a bestseller. This is flaky crust, apples, and spices combined in a strong scent. I mean, who doesn't think fall and want their house to smell like a baked apple pie? And it is a very spiced apple scent, but not red hot cinnamon that we had kind of talked about before in the spice category. This is a very well done but very spiced apple. I don't really get the crust note, to be honest, on cold and when I warm it, but most people say that they really do. I feel like this is a tad bit sweeter than the apples and cinnamon sticks. because personally I don't get the crust note. So, but that's the best thing I can compare it to. That is baked apple pie. Another bestseller. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bestsellers, so they say. Blueberry cheesecake. And this one's funny because, okay, just now when I just opened it to smell it, I have to tell you the story. So I really love blueberry cheesecake. I feel like it's a very authentic scent. It smells just like a blueberry cheesecake that's you just baked in your house, right? But when my daughter's dad walked into the house once when I had this melting, he kept saying that the house smelled like vomit. And that just shows you how vastly different people's noses are and what their preferences are. But really quick, when I opened it, I did get that kind of scent. But it's gone now that I have got it some oxygen in it. This is, let me read the notes to you. Thick, rich New York cheesecake with a light graham cracker crust and delicious blueberries. I don't really get a crust note from this either. I get the cheesecake, like you really do get a sweet cheesecake scent with just sweet blueberries on top. It's a really nice blend. I wish that Scentsy did crust notes like Bath and Body Works does crust notes. Like if you smell blueberry pie or blueberry crumble from Bath and Body Works, the crust note is out of this freaking world. So I kind of wish Scentsy would be a little bit better with the authentic crust notes sometimes, but they do so many other things well. And not everyone can be perfect at everything. Just like Bath and Body Works, their candles just really suck at performance. So there you go. Anyway, that's blueberry cheesecake. I just went on a tangent about that. That's a bestseller. So obviously it doesn't smell like vomit. Let's move on to another bestseller and one I really loved. So almond croissant and breakfast in bed were the ones that were like what blew everyone's mind when it came out last fall. So this is Wake Up to a Warm Pumpkin Pastry filled with black raspberry and topped with sweet cinnamon drizzle. Oh yes. They nailed it with the notes on this too. And they nailed the scent. It is, you do get that nice, beautiful pumpkin, almost like a pumpkin bread scent, right? And then there is just a tad bit of berry, like a fruit note, but it's not sweet. So you do get that black raspberry. And then there's a little bit of cinnamon, like a cinnamon and vanilla drizzle. I know vanilla is not a note in here, but I get it. And it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Breakfast in bed. Absolutely love it. I'm obsessed. That one is one. This one, almond croissant, was in the spring and summer catalog. Breakfast in bed wasn't. I understand why, because it is a pumpkin scent. You know, it has some pumpkin in it, but I still think this needs to be a year-round scent. Love it. It was in my club too. Butter pecan. Butter pecan is, if fall had a flagship fragrance, this blend of candied pecan and maple folded with butter would be a strong contender. Now, what I like about this that has maple in it versus maple apple bourbon is that the maple apple bourbon, the maple is all I can smell on it. It overtakes everything. This one doesn't. This is like a really good maple vanilla nutty scent. It's really nice. I don't know if this would be like the flagship, or if it had a flagship fragrance, butter pecan would be it, but it is a staple. So it's a really nice one. That's butter pecan. It's a good mixer too. Okay, let's talk about a new scent, and that's cinnamon buttercream. I talked about this in our new releases. And okay, this is Italian buttercream and creamy mascarpone scooped over cinnamon cake, combine sugar, spice, and everything nice. And this is a very much of a cinnamon scent. I don't get a whole lot of that buttercream type of scent that I get in apple butter frosting. Yeah, I just get a bakery cinnamon note we'll see how this performs. I hope that it's a good performer, and I hope that the vanilla and of the buttercream comes out a little bit more. So I'm a little bit on the fence about cinnamon buttercream. If you've melted it already, will you let me know in the comments down below what you thought about it? I would love to hear, and let me know if you do get that buttercream note when it's warmed. Okay, let's talk about another new one. This one excites the heck out of me. This is graham cracker crunch. And this is caramelized graham cracker layered with crunchy peanut butter and creamy vanilla. And this is like basically the most authentic crunchy peanut butter scent ever. That's the first thing I get from this, is definitely that crunchy. You can smell the nuts, like the crushed nuts in here. That peanut butter is so authentic. And then you do get a little bit of graham cracker. I don't know if I get caramelized graham cracker, to be honest, and then there's a little bit of vanilla. So this one is very intriguing, and once it starts cooling down, I can't wait to melt graham cracker crunch. All right, Hug in a Mug is back. Curl up with chocolate hazelnut and cookie dough. And a lot of people were saying they get a coffee note from this. I personally don't. When I melt this, I just get like not even really a hazelnut. I get coconut and I get cookie dough. Definitely don't get the hazelnut, which is kind of a bummer, but it's still really pretty. And when you're in a chocolate mood, I mean, they have other chocolate scents. I don't even think brownie batter is in here. No, it's not. Maybe this is the only really chocolate note that we have, or chocolate scent we have. So if you want chocolate, Hug in a Mug might be your one and only bet. Okay, pumpkin roll. Pumpkin roll is one of my all-time like go-to fall bakery scents. Absolutely love it. It's very comparable to pumpkin cinnamon swirl that I talked about in our spice category. This is creamy pumpkin pie filling surrounded with yellow cake, pecans, butter, and spice. Oh, this is so good. This is a little bit more spice, just like the smidgen more spicy than the pumpkin cinnamon swirl. I like pumpkin cinnamon swirl better in car-bar. I like pumpkin roll better in wax form. So good. So good. It smells like just a beautiful, fresh baked pumpkin roll, freshly sliced, ready for you to eat. So good. So good. Okay, salted caramel toffee. Now I have a huge brick left of this from the scents of the season. One of them was salted caramel toffee, and let's talk about it. The sweet scent of salted caramel takes melted toffee and butterscotch to new levels of indulgence. This was a lot of people's favorite when it came out into that scents of the season, and a ton of people bought the bricks, me included, because I thought this was just going to be fantastic, but it kind of underwhelmed me, to be honest. Like, oh, I don't know. Was it the scents of the season? Yeah, it was. Because I also got marshmallow mint cocoa from that, which is not in here. I don't understand how this came. But anyway, I just get a caramel note from this. I don't get salted. Maybe I don't get toffee at all. Like, I just get a basic caramel scent from this. And a lot of people love it. It's okay. I'm not going to buy any bars of it because I still have like over half of a brick left. So that's salted caramel toffee. Okay, these next two I'm going to talk about together because they're very similar. And I feel like you can't go wrong with either one. They're also both great mixers and great on their own. I have sugar cookie and vanilla bean buttercream. I'll put those next to each other like that. Sugar cookie is warm, sweet blend of butter, sugar, and creamy vanilla. And that's exactly what you get, is a very buttery, sugary vanilla scent. Then you have vanilla bean buttercream, which is a bestseller. And that's decadent buttercream frosting made with the freshest butter whipped with cane sugar and vanilla extract. So pretty much everything the same. Yeah, this one might have like the slightest bit of extra sweetness from the butter, like, because it's trying to be more of a buttercream scent. But that's the only difference. I feel like both of them, their strengths are both light medium. They're both fantastic like mixers with florals, because a lot of times florals are too powdery and overpoweringly powdery. This cuts it really well. They're also really good at mixing with fruit scents and other bakery type of scents. So I feel like get both of them, see which one you like the most, but I don't think you need to have like, you know, a dozen bars of each of these scents, in my opinion. So that is sugar cookie and vanilla bean buttercream. And then finally, this came out last year. I mean, not last year, last catalog, the spring and summer, that is now over, but I'm so glad that it seems to be a year-round scent, and that is Vanilla Waves. Absolutely love this. So let me talk about it. Sea salt and whipped vanilla crash into sticky caramel for an elegant fusion of opposites. There is something, so this vanilla is not a bakery vanilla to me. This is almost like a perfumey vanilla. You do get like I don't get caramel from this at all. I just get a beautiful, fresh vanilla, like almost like vanilla fields. Just take that vanilla part out of that perfume from the 90s, that vanilla note. And maybe there's, I don't want to say, because I just said this isn't a bakery vanilla, but there is a bakery note, but it's not the vanilla part of it. It is so good. I don't think it's sea salt either. I don't know. It's like almost like a shortbread note. That's it. Shortbread and then the non-bakery vanilla. But it goes so well together. I absolutely love Vanilla Waves. It would have been in my club if they weren't bringing it back this with this catalog. So Vanilla Waves is fantastic. Let me look to see what my favorites are. Ooh. Okay, I have 5, and then I have one that I'm super excited about. Let's talk about Graham Cracker Crunch. That one is, I'm gonna say an honorary mention because I'm super excited to try out this new one. Then my favorites, I have 5. So if you wanted to do a bundle and save, that's one for the 6. Apple butter frosting, yes. Apple cherry strudel, a must. Breakfast in bed, absolutely amazing. Pumpkin roll, and then Vanilla Waves. So those are my favorites. Thank you so much for spending the last 18 minutes or so with me. Again, if you liked what you see and you don't have a consultant, or you just want to try Scentsy for the first time, my website is in the description box below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up before you go. Share it with other people that might be curious about Scentsy. And yeah, I hope to be back soon with the fresh category, which we can still buy so much of right now because it's still hot outside, right? And hopefully I'll be doing that in the next day or 2. So I will talk to you guys again next time. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye.